Hey everybody, it's the Ioniq guy. Welcome to my new studio setup. I've got a new microphone. I've got some sound deadening on the walls, so hopefully no more echo. Let me know what you guys think. Today we are talking a technical service bulletin for 2022, 2023, and 2024 Ioniq 5s here in the United States. And this is a TSB that's already been out twice here in the US, and it is in regard to the rattling, creaking tailgate sound that comes from the back of the car. I've done 2 videos on this in the past. They revised the original technical service bulletin about a year ago, a few months after the original went out, and now we're getting a new revision with some more changes. So if you want to find out more about this technical service bulletin, then stay tuned. So just a reminder, you guys, we are less than 2.5 weeks away from the Ioniq Guy Cars and Coffee event at Palmer Motorsports Park in Palmer, Massachusetts. If you haven't already heard about it through one of my videos or on social media, take a look at the link in the description to the Facebook event invite. This will give you all the information you need to know. There's going to be free coffee and donuts, raffles. I'm going to be giving away some of my accessories for free. There's going to be a bunch of cars there. There's going to be Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, EV6, possibly an EV9, Ioniq 5N. Going to be a lot of cool stuff to look at and a lot of cool people to talk to. If you do pay Palmer Motorsports $35 at the event in cash, you will be able to take your car out on their 2.3 mile track at up to highway speeds with your family in the car with you. You don't need a helmet or anything. You can just go out and have some fun on the track. If you've never been on one before, it's going to be a really fun experience. I took the Ioniq 5N out on it for my review a few weeks ago, and it was an absolute blast. It's a beautiful track up in the mountains in Massachusetts. Steve from Plug and Play EV is a YouTuber from the Massachusetts area. You guys might be familiar with his channel, but he owns an Ioniq 5 and he does plan on attending the event. So if you guys want to meet him too and talk about DC fast charging and the like, he'll be there as well. So this is going to be November 3rd, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Can't wait to see you guys there. I personally have never had this issue with my car, but I know a lot of owners of these cars have been complaining about this for years now. So it's good to see that Hyundai is still being proactive on this issue. And looking at these TSBs, it looks like there is some new hardware associated with it. So let's take a look at them and I'll tell you what's different. Okay, so looking at the revised TSB from late last year, September of 2023, you'll see that basically what they are telling these service technicians to do is to use some washers to shim the upper part of the tailgate latching mechanism. And then there is also a replacement part for the lower body guide ones that mount down here just above the tail lights. So along with all of this, there was also part of the TSB where they called for the technician to use basically a giant screwdriver and a mallet to whack that striker down at the bottom of the tailgate. And then they also called out finally to make some adjustments to the tailgate over slam bumpers, which basically screw in and out, and you can adjust those accordingly. Now, I guess this wasn't the best solution here for this technical service bulletin because obviously they had to make another revision. So now we are looking at one from October 2024. This TSB supersedes the one from last year to update the parts and service procedure. This applies to 22 through 25 model year Ioniq 5 produced from October 4th, 2021 to May 10th, 2024. So it sounds like since early this summer, late spring, they've been implementing this change from the factory. So if you do have a newer 2024 Ioniq 5, it doesn't sound like there's any reason to assume that this technical service bulletin would apply to you. And all you got to do to figure it out is simply go out to your car and look at that lower portion and see if it has that revised design for the guide bumper for side outer side panel. So the good news here is that whether your car is in warranty or out of warranty, you can still get this TSB taken care of. Here in the TSB, there's some notes that say if a part is found in need of replacement while performing this campaign and the affected part is still under warranty, submit a separate claim using the same repair order. If the affected part is out of warranty, submit a prior approval request for goodwill consideration prior to performing the work. So goodwill consideration makes me think that they will approve this if you are complaining about it. Don't quote me on that. That is just what I get from reading that. And now here you can see for the components that are going to be used in this technical service bulletin, you have guide bumpers for the tailgate side, which were not included in last year's, and then what looks to be 2 new guide bumpers for side outer side panel. So these appear to me to be the new ones that we had seen on the revised 2025 Ioniq 5, which is yet to go on sale in the United States, but that is already on sale in Korea and Europe. So it will be going on sale here soon. So yeah, it looks like they are using new hardware up top. You can see it's more of a wedge-shaped design, but it is still utilizing those washers to kind of shim it outward, which is interesting. I'm surprised they haven't just come out with a custom version of this that is already the proper thickness. So the technician is going to replace those, and then they are also going to replace those lower ones with this revised design. And then going down here, you'll see they're still calling out to use a big screwdriver and a mallet to whack that strike plate and then adjust the overslam bumpers as well. So they've definitely got some more extensive changes here. I really hope it works at this point. So I personally have not had this issue with my Ioniq 5, which you would think an early 2022 build would be the most likely to have this issue. This issue would probably drive me crazy because I'm kind of hypersensitive to like rattles and stuff in my car. A few weeks ago when we were going up to Canada, we pulled out of the driveway and one of our pieces of luggage had a zipper on it that was just rattling back and forth, and I pulled over to the side of the road and I was like, I got to take care of this now before we're on the highway for the next 5 hours. I can't handle this. So there you have it. If you guys are still suffering from this issue, even if you've gone in for the prior 2 TSBs, print this one out, bring it in with you, complain about the rattle, and hopefully they'll take care of you. I always recommend that you guys print out these TSBs and bring them with you. Considering they are very new, the technicians might not have done them before, so it just makes their lives easier if you can just provide them with this. They can find the TSB number in the system and then find the parts. I'm not entirely sure if the dealerships will have these parts in stock when you bring your car in, so you might want to schedule it, give them a call, and see if they have them in stock before you waste an afternoon sitting at the dealership for an appointment that they actually can't fulfill. If you guys like today's video and appreciate this information, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Take a look at my store for cool accessories for your Ioniq 5, including my walkaway door lock, which after you shut all the doors of the car will automatically lock them all after 10 seconds. So no more forgetting that your car isn't locked because the car doesn't lock itself as it is from the factory. I've got all sorts of stuff like sunglass holders, cup holder expanders, keychains, wheel magnets. Check it all out on my website, ioniqguy.com. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.